So I am getting ready to do what I should have done and usually do a couple of weeks ago. I am getting ready to dig up the Scaredy-cat gardener. Yep, I am digging up just about every plant that I have with the exception of my berries. That's another video. I'll be pruning those back, starting my seeds. This is an entire workday, but you need to plan ahead. The earlier you start your garden, the easier it'll be on you. Don't wait until spring to take your containers and get all the weeds out, get all the dead plants out. You need time for your soil to regenerate, so to speak. If you're not adding all new soil, what I'll be doing today is taking out everything that needs to go. As you all can see, yes, I still have onions in here that are growing, so I'll pull those up completely. But look at all the weeds in the beds. That needs to go. Over here, same thing. This is just weeds, okay, for me. Now, I know that some people, I can't think of the name of it, but I know that some people have told me that's edible. You can use it. I don't like it. I don't want it, okay? Old celery stalk that needs to go. I need to get rid of all of these things. Clean up the bottom of my berry bushes. See all the weeds down there? That needs to go. It needs air, it needs circulation, and it needs room for growth. What I still may have growing, I need to clean this up. Get rid of all of these leaves that are in here. Get rid of it. It's time. It's time. Over here, this is where I had my peppers, so I need to go ahead and pull everything up in here. Turn the soil over. That's what I need to do to start preparing my garden for next year. And you don't want to wait until it's time for you to plant. So I compost in place, and right now I'm inside composting. I have a compost machine. I'm going to show you that process. I'm going to show you how I compost, show you what I compost, and what it looks like in the end. So prepare the gardens by pulling up all the weeds today. First of all, we don't need to do all this in one day. It's work. And if you don't think it's work, try to do it everything in one day, okay? I have my weighted vest on, so it's like exercise as well. Once I get that prepped, the next thing I'll do is put in my compost and a top layer of soil. Got to go back and purchase. I only have a couple of bags in the garage. I put the compost layer down, blend it in real good. I usually put some bone meal in there and a couple of other amendments. I amend the soil, then I put a fresh top layer of soil over there. You want time for that to sit, okay? It's just like cooking when you're simmering something. You need time for your amendments to break down into the soil for you to be ready to plant, okay? Then I will have my bags out here on my table again with my starts in them. But then in the spring, when it's time for me to go ahead and plant it, my soil will be rich and fertile and it'll be ready to accept the plants. So let me go ahead and get started. I'll take you guys around in the end and show you what it looks like. Okay, so you saw how I was turning that soil over. If you are growing in containers, your soil becomes compacted through the winter, through the season. And if you don't turn that soil over, it makes it harder for the roots to grow down in it, okay? It's compacted. So you need to fluff it up, and you'll also find you'll need less to top it off with once you fluff it up, okay? Also, remove any live roots that you can find like this. What I have found, okay, and this is my personal opinion, but what I have found when I leave a ton of live roots in there, the white ones, the ones that look like they're thriving, not the dead brown ones, not these. You can leave these, okay? You can leave these. You see the difference? This is white and this is brown. This one's dead. This one's alive, okay? This one can still take root, okay? So you want to make sure that you either break them up finely or you get as many of the live roots out as you can. It's kind of like when you're cooking and you're simmering something, you have to occasionally go in and stir the pot. Otherwise, the bottom will start to thicken and stick. And that's what you'll find in the bottom of your containers. When you start flipping that soil over, and it doesn't take a lot, but you start flipping that soil over, you'll find that it's compacted in the bottom. So you need to make sure that you release that so that when you put your top layer on, it's all fluffy and your roots have an opportunity to grow right down into the soil without hesitation. So I am going to clean up all the rest of these pots, and then I'll bring you back so that you can take one final look at how it should look once you're done. So 6 hours in, yes, it took me 6 hours. I have been out here for 6 hours, but the work also gave me a few rewards. Look at all my onions I have. Look at all these green onions I have now. I will be planting more onions. That's why I pulled them up. They did their job from last year. So I'm take these in the house, preserve them, get them washed up before I can go in there. And I also got, these are dill seeds. So I'm going to get these seeds out of the pods. Look at that. Okay, without the work, I wouldn't have the reward. And I have a surprise reward that I'm going to show you as I show you the way my beds look now. And let me tell you something. Don't wait to do your beds. Get that done so your soil can start to breathe, all right? Okay, so this was my parsley. You guys might have saw that in the winter video I did the other day, the little short video, but my parsley, I got all the dead ones out. It's looking really well. I still will be coming out pruning my blueberry bushes and my raspberry bush. I will show you all that. That is one of my mint. That is my peppermint. I've got this bed all cleaned up. Got all that. These are my collard greens in here. This was the bed that I had my peppers in. I've cleaned out the bottom of all of my blueberry bushes. This is some lemon balm. I've got it cleaned up. The only thing I didn't do is I haven't taken off my lemon tree because it's supposed to get cold again. So I'm going to leave those covered for a while. Cleaned up the bottom of all the rest of my pots. Now, when you see this in the bottom, that is actually thyme that's starting to grow. The same thing down there. If you see that green down there, that's new oregano growing. That's my asparagus. It'll get cut down shortly. Over here, it's cleaned up. Now, this might look dead to you, but this is Swiss chard that I have had for 3 years, and it looks like this in the winter. It comes back, but I just repotted it. It was in another pot. I transferred it to its own pot. Nothing else is going in there except for maybe a couple of companion plants, as well as garlic and onions. This is another mint plant that I have. This was the first bed that you all saw me clean up. Got these cleaned up. All of this is cleaned up. This is a butterfly plant that I left in there. This is cleaned up, and this is my other surprise. Look, y'all, I have lettuce growing. Look at that purple lettuce. Look at that purple lettuce. Look at that. There's some more over there. This little piece right here. Look at that. It was hidden. Okay? So we're going to see how that does. So do the work, get the rewards, okay? And if you are new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me today here in my garden. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Take a second and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn that notification bell on because the next video I'll be coming out, it's supposed to be warm all week, so my next feat is to trim down my blueberry bushes and my raspberry bushes, my little fruit trees over here. I'm cutting them down. I'm cutting them all the way back this year. I also need to cut down my asparagus. So we need to get that done, as well as then I need to start my seeds in the bags. I'm Pam. This is Zone 8A. And anywhere you can sit a pot, you can grow a plant.